Hello everybody, this is Conquering History Games, and welcome back to my Democracy Prevails campaign, as some of you have started to call it. Now, we are approaching Election Day, and we were going to take the Defending America's decisions, so I can find out exactly what that means. I don't know if that means I could defend against people when there's some sort of interventions going on by the European powers or something. I don't know if that means that if I don't like the government, if I don't feel that it's sufficiently centralist, that I can just go in and rip it up or something. But I guess we're gonna find out here soon. We have the Iroquois division. Interesting. So we got the 24-24. I'm trying to think about how I want to play this out. Of course, I do have my Filipino divisions out here, and you know what? I think it will be enough to hold off the Japanese, at least initially. So I don't think we need to worry about that too much. Also, it might not be the worst idea in the world to start looking into some nuclear research. Then again, will the campaign go long enough that I need nukes? Now I'm second-guessing myself. You know what? Let's instead focus on things that I'm really behind on, like the recon companies. And alright, the naval dockyards are finishing up, so let's start working on some things, other things, infrastructure and military technology once more. And since we are heading into 1941, I think it's time to get the... Let's see, don't want U.S. steel. We're going to go with the, Bethlehem steel. Start thinking about the industry. We've got more free dockyards. Okay, we got dreadnoughts being built. Let's start working on more cruisers, I'm thinking. Yeah. These are a bit out of date, though. It's 1933 era stuff. Whoa, sorry. Cat frickin' jumped on a wire. I hope that there wasn't any bad noises there. Pick those up. Okay, and do we still have more naval dockyards being... Oh, sorry, it's because I only put the one there. Okay, so once that's done, then I'm thinking more submarines, because I want a lot of submarines to... Because I'm getting the trade interdiction stuff, but also just to kind of fill in some of those areas. Now, what I want to do with the submarines, let's get some of you... I want you spawning down here in Florida. Start working on kind of a, not really an Atlantic fleet, more of a Caribbean fleet, I should say. Alright, opened up the decisions. War Plan Green embargo. War Plan Purple embargo. What is this? So, we must make sure the Americas are safe for democracy and that foreign powers respect the Monroe Doctrine. Mexico exists. What? And then the other one is against Chile. Huh. Sovereignty of the Pacific. Are they gonna... how long is it gonna take for them to join the... We've got some time, but not a ton of time before they look into joining the Third International. So I'm wondering who I should prioritize here. Like, if it really should be Chile, you know? It might actually have to be. So, in the meantime, I'm wondering if I should continue to work on fixing the National Recovery Act. Although, again, it's not so bad. The 10% does suck on consumer good factories, but I've just got so many that I really don't care too much. Oh, you know what? Let's get these research bonuses, though. Those are really good for the industry. After that, though, I don't know. Good neighbor policy. Maybe start going for allies in the Americas. Maybe we can find some allies next to Chile. Okay, here we go. 1940 presidential election. The 1940 presidential election is here. Whom shall become the president of the United States? Got the Progressive Party and Henry Wallace. Republican Party, which I guess is status quo. And then the Democratic Party. So I wanted to talk about Byrd real quick, Harry Byrd. One of the things that I think is sort of interesting about him is he was constantly fighting against the leaders of his own party. He fought against Truman, he fought against Kennedy, he fought against Adlai Stevenson because they were against racial discrimination in government jobs. So that really pissed him off. And he actually, so Harry Byrd in 1960 ended up getting quite, I think in Alabama and Mississippi, and I think there was one lone wolf elector somewhere else in the United States, because there's the electoral system. But some of the electors, they did not vote for Kennedy. They voted for Harry Byrd. They like basically broke ranks with the mainstream party. So I just thought that was kind of interesting about Harry Byrd. But we are going to go with... Okay, I'm a little bit nervous here. I'm going to make a... I want to make sure. I think Quentin is the Republican Party, but let me just make sure. I'm going to make a save file here. There he is. Whoa, new portrait. Quentin himself, the youngest son of former President Theodore Roosevelt. Quentin's early life was groomed for political activism in his father's Republican Party. Quentin, however, wished to be a pilot and was injured in training in 1914. Is that supposed to be some sort of reference to how he died in real life? A dramatic return to politics after his relative Franklin fell to polio in 1921. Seeing his family being torn apart by Archibald Roosevelt's descent into Huey Long's camp, Quentin pushed into politics and served as New York's senator during the fateful 1936. Now that the great national disaster is over, Quentin's plan to follow in his father's steps and push for a new American fair deal. Archibald Roosevelt. Archibald. I'm not sure who that is. Oh, well, here it is. The Roosevelt family has been divided ever since the death of Franklin Roosevelt on the eve of his election as governor of New York. While young Quentin Roosevelt had stayed in partisan politics, albeit Republican, as opposed to Franklin's Democratic. Archibald Roosevelt has left the reservation entirely. Rumors of him associating with industrialists and railing against every president's humor, Hoover, including Quentin, has come to a head. Archibald and Quentin have met to officially bury the hatchet of politics and reunite their family. This meeting also helps to drive home Quentin's atmosphere of reconciliation instead of punishing dissonance. Reconciliation between family. Who the hell is Archibald? I'm trying to remember, because there's basically there were two branches of Roosevelts mainly. There was the I think it was the Oyster Bay Roosevelts and the Sagamore Hill Roosevelts. Pardon me. Basically, it was the Democrat and Republican branches of the family. Which were, but you know, they all were in the same family. So, for example, Eleanor, that was, she was Teddy's niece, and then Franklin was his cousin. Quentin's, of course, Teddy's son. Let's get landing craft. And also, let's, whoa, Republican Party policies. What is this? The Republican Party has a number of laws and policies it seeks to push for that it passed in their platform. What is this? Desegregate military, anti-lynching law, minimum wage law. Wow! National health care, immigration acts. What is this? This looks pretty cool. So every party has policies they can enact to get stability and different things. Healthcare gives a bonus to field hospitals. That's so awesome. Wow. Was this in the hotfix or... That is so cool. Oh, I love that. That's great. So, anyway, let's start thinking about what we want to do. And you know what? Even though I think Chile could end up joining the Third International sooner than we think, I think it's going to end up being much more important that we deal with Mexico first. And, you know, fight with Mexico always seems to turn into my own personal Vietnam once we get down there into the mountains. But let's just get it done because they're only going to get stronger, right? Okay, so I guess we're not going to be modifying the government for a while then. We got all these fun policies to enact. But first, war plan, green embargo. So it looks like we first embargo them, then we declare war on them. So it's going to take me 120 political power total whenever I want to do that kind of stuff. All right. All right, so... How many divisions do they got? About 54. We're probably about roughly evenly matched, but I'm sure that my divisions are better. Especially once we get the recon companies in here. Serbia's fighting Albania. Whoa! Very sorry about that, everybody. Any headphone users? Okay, so the Shermans are nearly done. Let's start building some of these armored divisions. How many can we get going at a time? 6? You know, it's something. Little by little, right? Little by little. We are going to want logistics, I think. start going over to that good neighbor policy. At the Pan American Conference, the good neighbor policy was first drawn up. This policy of mutual economic and military cooperation in favor of democracy rewrites American interdependence. If the need is great and the cause genuine, American nations will deliver economic bailouts to each other as well as end racist propaganda. Okay, is everybody more or less in position? These guys are still training up. Patton's on his way with the reinforcements. Oh, let's let you guys train a little bit more. Also, we're going to take you guys out, put you over here. We're just going to call this tanks for now. Tanks and mobile. I'll find something to do with them later. Okay, these guys are only going to need to trade for a little bit. Now, it's going to be an instant... It is an instant declaration of war, right? Okay, so maybe... We're getting a ton of political power every day right now because of our huge popularity. And Quentin Roosevelt grants us a bonus. So, I'm thinking... what am I thinking? What am I thinking I want to do here? We're going to go to Allies in Americas. Allies in the Americas. Then... I think we need to keep working on the economy. Yeah, we got electronic stuff here. Ooh, more research bonuses to industry. I don't want to miss out on that. So let's build up some infrastructure over here to get ready for the war in Mexico. All right. Oh, we can't do War Plan Purple? Or did they join somebody? Did they join, a faction? They went nationalist. Oh, so I can only intervene against syndicalists? I guess? I don't know. I guess they're this world's version of fascism. So, like, you know, they're this post-war ideology that springs up. Okay. Yeah, let's just get to it, I think. Declare the war. Alright, let's see. Are they going to attack me first? Or are they just going to sit there? Yeah, it looks like they're just sitting there. I was kind of hoping they just try to attack over the river, but no. The AI is far too clever, too smart for something like that. There goes the Argentine commune. Oops. Alright, so we got a bunch more divisions ready to go here, sorta, more or less. Let's stop the training with Patton's people for a little while here. What's the problem here? Large river crossing, some divisions are not yet in position. You know what? Just go. Just go. There's an inferior enemy. You're gonna be fine. And, oh, this guy just ran through the gap here. That's funny. Patton, let's let you cut your teeth a little bit. And the Sherman's done. Awesome. We also have our armored cavalry up here. That could get us... No, we'd have to go too far out of the way. It's not worth it, I think. But let's go Allies in the Americas. Start finding out what sort of people we can get to join us in our great crusade for Western democracy. Now, I don't think we're going to be able to go to... Yeah, that's what I thought. They don't have nearly the factories we do. We're not going to be able to go to war economy for a very, very long time. Oh, that's right! Australasians, they went Cindy. Forgot about that. I sometimes am forgetting, I guess because I'm not really committing it to memory, but what's happening in all the different theaters. 19 days. Woo! That's awesome. Having a little bit of trouble in some of this terrain. But we kind of got to cut off here. It's not a real cutoff. They've got 2 ports down there in Baja California, but it's looking good so far. Okay, so what do we want to take any of this other stuff? What have we got here? We got infrastructure things. I don't really care too much about that. Healthcare will increase my own popularity and give me field hospital bonuses. Liberalize trade. It doesn't do anything right now. Okay, I'd be willing to bet that that just pushes you towards free trade if you're not there yet. Just one step in that direction or something. Banking Act in 1941. I do like that the year does also change as it goes. So I guess we want to take the generic stuff. Oh, desegregate the military. I like that. Boy, that would piss Harry Byrd off, wouldn't it? Let's do that. We're going to desegregate the military as soon as we can. Even though I know it's only 5% war support. Just to piss off Harry Byrd. I think, you know, Quentin Roosevelt, he just wants to stick it right in his craw. These guys aren't on aggressive orders, right? Okay, let's just check it. It seems to be a pretty standard Mexico war here. You know, I just am able to go up the coast pretty easily, and then over here it gets to be a pain. Alright, fall of Paris. Wow. Oh my gosh! Commune of France just got torn to shreds. It's like a pack of dogs falling on them. Damn. That was a pretty short one. A relatively short war. Seeing a lot of red bubbles. I ain't liking that. How are they doing? They're already running out of population, though. We've taken a fair amount of casualties. And now Harding's been wounded. Isn't that great? Oh, right. I didn't switch out the tanks. Let's take care of that. Get some nice Shermans in production. Okay, so let's stop trading with France since they pretty much don't have steel anymore. Trade a little bit from Britain, I think, instead. Let's go. Oh, he already filled in that area. Okay, now where's my Marines? I think what we're going to do is get you guys ready to head into Veracruz. Let's merge these together. Just put them right here in the Gulf of Mexico. Shouldn't take much. How much of a navy could they possibly have? 13 to 15 ships? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay, we are pushing them back. And we do got this little encirclement up here. Patton, you take care of this. We're kind of low on manpower, I noticed. Pax Americana. We can wait on that. Let's pick up... there's always so much to do. Let's get the Civil Works Administration. That way we'll be able to finish up all our industrial stuff pretty quickly. Okay. Now, our Marines here, let me make sure they're the right Marines. They need to be those Marine divisions. Okay, 3 of them are, not the Panama Canal one. Unit cannot change templates. Oh, the Panama Canal one. So he has to stay like that? Okay, that's fine. It's not a big deal. Argentinian Commune has joined the Third International. How much is the Third International taking over of South America? What's going on here? Okay, there goes the Commune of France, but yeah, so whoa, the Union of Britain is also getting torn to shreds. Oh, right, because it's Anne Keeney. Yeah, that always happens. Whenever she's in charge, whenever Annie is in charge, the Third International, they really have an uphill fight, to say the least. They just can't pull it off. Now, anyway, should I increase my conscription law? Oh, we could start inviting people to the League, which will be fun. So I guess I could just invite anybody that's not a syndicalist. Yeah, anybody who ranges from social democrat to paternal autocrat. Okay. Well, first things first, we got to desegregate the military. Just to piss off Harry Byrd. After that, though, I wonder what happens if they say no. Do I get war goals on them? Work to expand the League of American States so that all countries in both North and South America are a part of it. Seems like a nice goal. Yeah, I think that could be a really good campaign goal. Try to get all the way down to Argentina with everybody being in the League. Although this could be a problem with the Reichspakt. I don't know. We'll have to see. If it turns out it's going to be a huge horrific grind. I'm just trying to just thinking about having to go invade Germany right now. I just kind of I don't know about that. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. And you know, of course, this war with Mexico is still dragging on and causing a little bit more casualties than I had hoped for. All right, Smedley Butler is ready to go. He's gonna get us over to Mexico City, and this war will be pretty short afterwards, I think. That's always been the key to Mexico. You gotta land in Veracruz. Cortez knew it. Scott knew it. And now you know it. So who am I going to invite first, I wonder? I think Cuba. I think Cuba would be good. Because then, if it turns out I do get a goal on them, we'll go attack them and get all that delicious chromium. What is this? Okay, I'm just massacring their fleet. Oh, that was good. That just what a route. What an absolute route. What's this other stuff we could do here? Arsenal of Democracy, defense colleges, conferences for encryption and stuff. Unlocks Pan-American Developmental Foundation decisions. I don't know if that probably means I'm helping them with stuff like I build factories in their cities. No, let's keep going down this way. I'm thinking rural electrification next. All right, and just like that, we are in Veracruz. Let's spread it out, boys. Spread it out, spread it out, spread it out. Fall of London, yeah, the Third International just got spanked in this one, didn't they? 1941, and the war in Europe's over. I know it's not technically over, but it's over. It's over. Okay. Let's try to get up here and help them. Okay, running into our first resistance. They actually do hold on to Mexico City. So let's try to come over here. And what we're going to do, let's send Patton down there to reinforce. Okay, logistics companies are done. I think I have been doing okay, though. I thought that Mexico's logistical situation was going to be worse than it has been. I think signal companies, though, will be good. Signal companies, and I don't think I'll need MPs. Oh, come on. Come on. Put some pressure on, would you? Keep these guys occupied. Try to kind of surround Mexico. I'm not so sure we'll be able to. And we need to... Okay, first off, I know I want to increase my conscription law, but I'll be fine for a little bit. Let's try to invite Cuba to the League. They have joined. Okay. Seems pretty straightforward then. Cool. We got Cuba. We got their help. Let's call them to arms. They will not accept. How dare you not accept? We're in a friggin' faction together. Why not? That's bull. They're at plus 200. Why won't they accept? That's crap. Is it a world tension thing? That's nonsense. That's complete nonsense. There's no reason they shouldn't join me. No good reason. We're in a faction. Isn't that the whole point of the faction? We fight in each other's wars? Or am I misunderstanding a core Hearts of Iron 4 mechanic? George Van Mosley got wounded. It's rough terrain out here. Really rough terrain. Okay. Okay, there we go. Alright, these Mexicans have been cut off out here. We're going to come over here to Chempe, get the ports. And looks like they are abandoning this front, more or less. Okay, how are those tanks coming, tank divisions coming? Still a ways to go. Wow, I'm really, really short on infantry equipment. Where did it all go? I'm kidding, I know exactly where it went. Oh, resource gain efficiency, that's good. Create the Civilian Conservation Corps. More New Deal stuff. Support energy companies. What does that give me? Aluminum? Do I need aluminum? You know what I need is steel. That's what's going to give me steel. Oh, there. Now Cuba wants to help. Okay. Come over here to Durango. All right. It's just about over down here. Yeah, we should be able to wrap this war up before the end of the episode. No problem. Okay. And we're gonna be on our last land doctrine. Sweet. Okay, what is Japan doing, by the way? Air doctrines. Okay, good, good. Let's keep requesting some forces from these guys. Come on, pop it up. Pop it up. Fine, I'll just do this. There we go. Some of them need to train. I noticed they're still green. Whoops. Hold on a sec. This guy got isolated over here. Okay, he's just going to come down here to their port, though. Alright, now with Mexico being totally cut off, everybody here is going to die on the vine. So we might as well get some army experience out of him, right? Okay, how's it going over here? Union of Britain, still hanging in there. Still trying. Yeah, any command points I could spend? Anybody? Anybody? Command points for sale? No? 91 days. Oh, that's awesome. Love it. I love it. It's only 1941. 22nd of June, 1941, actually. And we're going to almost be done with all of our industry effects. Alright, let's come, you get down here so you can clear that out. And, oh, he moved. He took the port and then he moved. And I think they abandoned Mexico City. Ciudad de Mexico, I guess. Alright. Come on, Lucy. He keeps attacking so I can't walk into the city. Oh, no, there is one there. Nice big overrun. What are the casualties like now? Ooh. Fall of Mexico City. That's it. Awesome. So we'll just take everything. And we're just gonna occupy it. We don't need Mexico. Not really. So fate of Mexico, liberate them under a friendly government. Sweet. Alright, see, I knew we can get it done before the end of the episode. Now, who else do we want to invite into our Grand League of American States? You know, not everybody here is necessarily democratic, but we can work on that. We can work on that later. Right now, we need a big, strong American League. So who's next? We got Cuba. Who's a strong ally to have? I think Chile would be great. Will they do it? Yes, they did. Sweet. So it's already looking pretty good. I'm already very pleased with this. Peru doesn't have one. Peru, Venezuela, Haiti, Panama, Central America. I guess we'll just try to get everybody in on this. To start doing the FCC stuff, we gotta probably do that at some point. And plus, I want to get as many allies as I can before. I guess what we could do is we could maybe call it a day on this campaign. Say it's done, so to speak, if we get the Pax Americana and we have everybody possible inside of our alliance. So the thing is, I don't want to come over here. I'm sure that the technology sharing and things will happen as I get more allies. But I'd rather just have as many as I can and then start coming over here. So for now, let's have Quentin do his fair deal and finish revitalizing the economy. And it's now Social Security time, baby. All right. Logistically, how are we doing? Infantry equipment, a little bit low. It's going to be gone. We're going to be fixed up in about a week. Looks like we can start to, well, let's start sending these guys out. And actually, before we do anything else, I'm going to go ahead and make these 40 widths. Whoops. Dang it. Okay, mediums. Medium. 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 Oop, dang it. Okay, cool. Some huge ass 40 width armor divisions. So now, Patton, you've got your tanks. You can quit training people. Your patience has been rewarded. Speaking of patience, anybody else need to get trained up? You guys need to get trained a little bit, but you're mostly good. Infantry equipment we're kind of short on, but it looks really good. So our next one, who are we going to want? We got, I guess, Bolivia. Want to bring them in on this. Probably Bolivia. I really want to know what happens if somebody refuses. I guess we'll never know. Oh, and the Union of Britain has capitulated, so let's finish up. They capitulated to the Kingdom of the Two Sicilies, of all people. I guess they were the first ones into Birmingham or Manchester or wherever the heck their capital was moved to. A lot of stuff is going on. The lag. Oh, the lag. Oh, the lag. It's so bad what's going on here. Ooh, don't crash on me. Don't crash on me. I'm sorry, I clicked something. I shouldn't have. Okay, there we go. So Canada took 48 states. So Canada did get the UK back. What's going to happen with France? Spanish Empire has been released. Germany. I guess Germany decided to create Greater Gibraltar. That is awesome. I don't think I've ever seen that. Greater Gibraltar confirmed. Also Greater Portugal confirmed. I forget, did they actually get to core this area of Galicia? Australasian Confederation ended up joining the Entente. Bolivia just declared on Chile, who is my ally. Okay, so I guess we now know what's going on, what our next war is going to be. We need to go down and help our brethren. We are a League of American States. We are going to help each other, but, however far that takes us. So thanks for joining me. I'm Conquering History Games. In the next episode, now that we've got Mexico, we've got Chile, we've got Cuba, things are looking good. We're going to keep working on this. Of course, Saint Quentin Roosevelt is going to continue to also domestically expand America. This guy, we're going to give him 20 terms if we can. Let's see, he's just doing all the right things, isn't he? We'll see what happens. I'll probably change it up in future elections, but we've gotten some wars. We got a war under our belt. We've got another one on our way. Things are starting to pick up. And of course, we never know when Japan is going to attack us. Transmer keeps getting bigger. So I'll see you all in the next episode. You all have yourselves a wonderful day. Bye. Wait, whoops. I'm trying to say bye, but I'm also trying to stop the recording. There we go. Bye.